Hello, hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, good, it works this time. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another video. The video that was supposed to have recorded properly, but didn't, and people were like, ha 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 ha, Umbra left his mic muted. Didn't. I actually didn't. Windows did an update, and when Windows does an update, sometimes it really messes with OBS. OBS decided to just not recognize my microphone anymore, and that's the end of the story, so to speak. So today we're going to be talking about Helena, we're going to be talking about some stuff on JP, and just what's been going on, because I am somehow sick again. This is the second time in a short period of time I've actually gotten sick. This time it's a little bit different, so yeah, go me. Number one at getting sick, I guess. But anyway, yeah. Let's just get into it. So first off, first little bit of news story. The event next week is being already announced, the FF9 box event. And that box event, I'm just going to take this mask off for a little bit, just here to talk. We'll give the FF9 card accessory, and the card accessory is for these three characters, of course, and actually we get some details about what they're getting from this. So everybody who equips this thing is getting critical evasion as well as single target resistance, but Zidane will be getting defense penetration as well as human killer on physical attacks. Garnet will be getting HP and Spirit, and Vivi will be getting Magic Human Killer, as well as, I believe, 2 types of resistance, Poison and Berserk, if my memory and really quick translation hasn't failed me. It was in the notes, but yeah, whatever. As an anniversary box event, there are a lot of bonus characters this time, which is great for everybody who will be playing. But, of course, FF9 are the big beneficiaries from this. So you want to make sure you have those. Garnet is, of course, the extra large. And the anniversary vision card, excuse my nose blowing, is the other vision card that will be very big. However, of course, there is still one mystery vision card coming out next week, which will be a bonus for this event. Alexander, anyone? We'll see. So yeah, that is to do with that. Next up, I just want to give a shout out to a really great quality of life update, which is Trust Masteries. Trust Masteries are now directly equipped to the characters. This is not on global yet. It will be in the future. And essentially, what's really nice about this is one character can equip the same as another character, the exact same runes. This is very nice and very new. You could also set for different types of content up here, which is also very, very handy. As you can see, it saves everything. I just love the system. This is a great improvement as to what it was before, and really makes Trust Mastery Stones considerably better, and they will be getting even more betterer. I don't think that's a phrase, but a correct phrase. But that'll be happening in the future. All right, what else is there to say? Oh yes, JP was supposed to be having a class match this week. As it turns out, the class match has been canceled, mainly because of issues with the new version. And as such, JP players have just been given 2,000 free stones, which is a nice little bonus. Nice little extra anniversary bonus. Let's keep those coming. Can we have a class match that gets screwed up next week, too? Ah, yes, I tried for the Vivi card and failed. Because that brings us into the final point today, talking about Helena and experimentation with Helena on the JP side. As a matter of fact, JP has a few extra things that Global doesn't, and Global has a few extra things that JP doesn't, which will probably make the discussion and build for Helena's at least a little bit different. But taking a look at one of the more recent videos is Light Evasion with, well, a very, very specific set of characters. Helena as well as Helena with Stern. And this group Let's just skip ahead. I mean, it seems to win against some groups and completely miserably fail against other groups, which is at least a little bit interesting. There's also a few extra different builds that people are trying with just pure light with Barts. And you can see versus, we'll just go back and take a look at this again. This is one of the stronger builds that we're going to talk about in a second, at least overall. And interesting that this one didn't actually be strong enough against it. But, you know, range attacks and whatever, and those multi-hits can be absolutely deadly. So let's just talk about it, and I accidentally messed up. As we just navigate through Pechon's videos. Pechon's videos are really great. I've included in the description below 2 of Pechon's videos recently that feature a lot. Helena at 140 in Arena with the combination of Vivi and Raph. Here's my general findings so far. So the Evasion team that you just saw previously essentially can be good into certain matchups and interestingly into this matchup, which means that Light Evasion does have at least somewhat of a promising future with this. If this team becomes too oppressive, Light Evasion might just be the one. However, Helena can also switch in Holy, so remember that before you get too gung-ho and happy. What I will say, at least from a JP perspective, as he sniffles, is that this team that you're looking at right here with Raph and Vivi and Helena seems to be the most consistently good from the JP side. Now, this is without whatever the next Vision card is, too. It does include the Vivi card because the Vivi card does give an extra HP bonus, which is not nothing, and it really is a significant thing when you are trying to win an arena. But yeah, you look at these outcomes and you are more than welcome to check out these 2 videos and give support to Pechon. Please do. But this team right here is consistently really, really good at getting wins, which is important for Arena. For Guild Battle, yeah, there are times where, quite a few times where it seems like Helena is first to die because she just goes out in front. Vivi is the one who comes in behind and clenches most of the map. But talking about what each character does in this comp, because Light Evasion is still kind of new. I really haven't looked at it too terribly much with Helena, and I'm not overly convinced that it doesn't lose to a bunch of other things out there that currently exist, which makes it dubious to me about how much it's actually worth. Maybe Global could make it work even more so. But from my findings, Raph is, of course, just the damage soaker upper. She does a really, really good job at, you know, surviving, casting a bunch of abilities, and, you know, just kind of keeping the focus off of Helena, although Helena can sometimes, because of her speed, get ahead and then soak up too much damage, which is a bad thing, because she'll end up dying. What seems to be generally true about Helena is that her sleep status effect is actually insanely strong and winning, because there's a lot of times where a lot of these teams have healers, and the healers are quite frequently, at least from what I've seen, get just the sleep status effect, and that takes them entirely out of the equation. So you look at Soul and Charles. One of the big things is Soul is just really good at surviving, and Charles can just re-raise him. She can give him a bunch of extra buffs, and she can heal him just a buttload. So all of that is why Charles is particularly so good. Helena seems to be good at catching her in the AoE that gives the sleep status effect. And if she's the only one in the sleep status effect, she's basically guaranteed to get sleep. But it's not just that. Vivi is also the 2 of the 1-2 combo that is. Because even if Helena sleep status effect doesn't do enough, what's really fun is that Vivi's limit burst, which he is very good at using, is a stun status effect, which a lot of characters just don't have protection against and don't think to have protection against. which means essentially that really you can get a very, very efficient way. I mean, even there you see like Varys just lost a bunch of turns because she was essentially too busy, and we have all of these heals going on. Makes it really, really difficult for the other team to close it out. Water is particularly usually pretty good at restoring HP. It's just getting outdone in this case, which is very, very interesting. Like I said, check this video out because it's a wide range of teams of a lot of the strongest stuff, and it's constant wins against it. Which, even with like rain, even with a bunch of other stuff, and yes, I know what people are saying out there. You can tune with trust masteries, and which is fine. No team should be 100% win rate against everything else. Definitely not. If that's the case, there'd be a massive problem. So, but it still remains that Helena is just generally strong, which is something that I think people have been curious about for a while. Is Helena meta? Well, she's probably going to be. She seems to be in a really good comp, even if it is an incredibly expensive one. Most of the time, it's just generally good, like you see right here. And then you just see the other things, the other dumb things that happen. And you think, boy, oh boy, this has to be like, I mean, Fire's hanging in there. It can't be that one-sided. And then, yeah, it kind of just happens. Even Soul, with his thing, could get sleep, and it just ruins a lot of days, interestingly enough. And the protection of auto re-raise and re-raise moved is really good, as it turns out, on 2 characters and an entire team that survives on it. Even range characters here, they pummel from a distance for a while, and they still can't close the deal. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting thing. I wanted to really shout out just how strong this team is. It is definitely worth a consideration if you are interested in power. Helena is truly an anniversary character that is great. So yeah, I'm sick. That's going to be it for me today. I will probably not be back until Monday, and I doubt I will be streaming tonight just because of my health. Thank you so much for watching. Next time. Thank God the microphone was working this time.